As a job seeker, you need to continuously be aware of what businesses do when they're hiring and why they have the processes and hoops that they expect you to jump through. Businesses have been burned by making bad hires countless times. These bad hires then cost them money not only from a salary and wage perspective, but also from the form of time spent on training, lost opportunity cost, lost business, and lost customers. As such, these businesses have been forced to innovate and establish lengthy processes to ensure that they're doing everything that they need to do to establish fit on the front end. If you as a job seeker have followed our job seeker journey videos to this point, then hopefully you've followed some of the path and have worked to separate yourself from your competition. Once you've completed your final interview, you may be asked to do some business-specific position testing before receiving an offer. This testing is also available online and may be a worthy endeavor to help you present yourself as a more qualified candidate. My name's Brent. I own the Vancouver Express Employment Professionals office, where we see ourselves as HR doctors. Finding a job has become harder and harder in our market, and in our previous videos we discussed the 10 key steps that we think you should consider in your job search. We further discussed determining what you want, how to research, how to create your resume, how to send out applications, preparing for interviews, and now the final stage, the testing that you might be faced with. Some examples are job knowledge test, cognitive ability test, personality tests, emotional intelligence, skill assessments, and physical tests. Employers can give job knowledge tests to identify position-specific knowledge about the position that you've applied for. For instance, if you're applying as an accountant, you might be asked to perform a job knowledge test on their internal accounting process, which tests job-specific elements to help determine if the skills you have match their needs. Now, these aren't necessarily tests that you can prepare for. However, if your skills do match the particular position you've applied for, you shouldn't have much of a problem conducting them. Cognitive ability tests ask questions about your mental capacity to work in a particular position. The questions that you answer can help predict future job performance. One of the common cognitive ability tests is the general aptitude test, which highlights your ability to use logical, verbal, and numeric reasoning to approach tasks. These tests are often free online. You can Google it and find many. I suggest as a job seeker you take some and look to see how you benchmark against the general population. If you're weak in a particular area, it's a great opportunity for you to take accountability, do some skill brushing up, and see if you can pass the test at a higher level. Personality tests help determine if you fit within a company's culture and if your personality might lead to increased productivity. Test results might help evaluate engagement levels and if you're a potential long-term career fit with the organization. Some of these pre-employment personality tests might include the caliper profile, Myers-Briggs, the DISC, or the PI. Again, many of these tests or versions of them are available for free online, and taking them can help you better understand your strengths and weaknesses, giving you an opportunity to brush up in areas where you may have a weakness that's holding you back from finding the opportunity you're looking for. Emotional intelligence tests can analyze your relationship building skills and your knowledge of emotions. Having high emotional intelligence shows how you can diffuse conflicts and relieve the anxieties of coworkers or customers if they're frustrated or disappointed. Some employers may use the different assessments to review the range of emotional skills and to see if a candidate's a potential fit. A few of the skills that can be revealed during your emotional intelligence tests include teamwork, adaptability, and empathy. Skill assessment tests can provide an overview of your soft and hard skills. Employers typically use these tests in the later stages of the process and do so to better help understand who they might want to hire. For example, if you were applying for a public relations coordinator position, you might be given a writing test to see how many words per minute you can type. You also might be assessed on how newsworthy your content is within a given time frame and how well you proofread your own content before a submission. Additional skill assessments may test your demonstrated ability to do research, presentations, or leadership skills in advance of the hiring process. Physical ability tests feature strength and stamina. They also reveal if you have the capabilities of performing in a position that may require physical work like construction or firefighting. Testing physical competencies add another step to the hiring process for the employer, but it does so to reduce the chances of workplace accident and helps you avoid the risk of injury. If you're given one of these assessments, out of all the ones we discussed, you likely won't have much time to prepare. It's important for you to ask questions and be prepared that this might be a step in the process. You need to be confident in your abilities and understand that if you are a fit for a position, you'll likely do well. And if you aren't a fit for the position, you likely won't. And understanding that this is a process and it's a partnership and it's not just about getting a job, but if you don't, it doesn't mean that you're not hireable and you're not a good job seeker. Some people suck at taking tests, and if you happen to be one of those people and you bomb a test due to nerves, you can always ask if there's an option for retake. Some tests are harder than others, and again, these tests aren't done by every employer every time, and it might not be something that's even in the process. Whether you get tested or not, I always feel it's important that you take every minute that you can, that you spend on your search to better your skills and separate yourself as a job seeker. Every minute you spend on your job search will separate you from your competition. Thanks again for tuning in. If you'd like more info on Express, please visit our website, our Facebook, or our LinkedIn, which are all linked below. And feel free to reach out with a call, text, or email and ask us any questions you have about the job seeker process. Have a great day.